Hello Madridistas and welcome to another interesting episode of Madrid My DNA, the home of everything Madridistas, as we discuss you through Real Madrid's latest and important updates. Kickstarting with today's agenda, Real Madrid future star Endrick Felipe talks Jude Bellingham, the Santiago Bernabéu, and preferred kite number. Also claiming, "I want to be an idol," he said. We are going to discuss you on the details of that in this episode as we move forward, and shortly after that we will quickly turn our attention to the next agenda as the Spanish national team manager Luis de la Fuente has come out to admit that Real Madrid star Brahim DIAZ is close to a national team call-up. He is highly regarded, Luis de la Fuente claimed. We are going to be discussing you through that as well as we move forward on this episode. So please do well to hang on right up to the end. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bell so you do not miss on our next update. There is a lot of excitement at Real Madrid over the arrival of Endrick Felipe. The Brazilian Wizkid is set to join the Real Madrid camp in the summer when he turns 18. Regarded as one of the best young talents to come out of Brazilian football in recent years, Endrick generated a lot of hype in Spain when he visited Madrid earlier this year. Following his visit, Endrick has now shared his thoughts about Real Madrid and many other things. In a recent interview with Brazilian magazine Placa, the highly rated youngster highlighted the statements from the interview as he said, I have the goal of being an idol, not just for some people but for everyone, the elderly, little children and adults. The statement highlighted Endrick's ambition and confidence even at just the age of 17. My teammates don't have to treat me like a 17-year-old boy, like a teenager. They have to treat me like an adult, he added. Endrick is still plying his trade for Palmeiras and will remain at the club until the end of the season. He has already made a solid impression in his native Brazil, scoring 14 league goals. The 17-year-old currently dons the number 9 jersey for Palmeiras, and deservedly so. Even at Real Madrid, he will reportedly wear the same number which was previously worn by Karim Benzema. Now, I am the number 9 at Palmeiras. I have always been the number 9 because it was my position, where I play in front. I have played with number 11, number 10 and number 7. Numbers don't matter to me, obviously. The number 9 is a big responsibility and it is a very good shirt too, he said. Moving on, Endrick also shared his experience of watching a game at the Santiago Bernabéu, notably heaping praises on Jude Bellingham. Watching the game at the Bernabéu, I didn't even look at the ball. I was looking at where the spaces are, how the players positioned themselves. Jude Bellingham impressed me a lot because he never stops running. I was able to follow along and I really enjoyed being there, he shared with the Brazilian outlet. Having discussed and concluded with that, we are going to quickly turn our attention elsewhere as Spain national team manager admits Real Madrid star is close to a call-up, claiming he is highly regarded. Real Madrid's clash against Atletico Madrid may not have produced the result that Carlo Ancelotti had hoped for. However, the fact remained that Los Blancos deserved all 3 points on the night and were at their very best in possession play on the night. Their one clear standout player on the night was Brahim Diaz. The youngster came into the starting lineup as a last-minute replacement for the injured Vinicius Jr., yet dropped one of the best individual performances of the season in Spain. While his fight for minutes at Real Madrid is arguably the biggest storyline in Diaz's story, a parallel and equally fascinating one is that of his international future. As a player with options to represent both Spain and Morocco, Diaz has seen both sides trade blows for his incorporation. Despite coming close to joining the African side, he finally backed out and decided that the Spanish side would be better for his future. Now, the manager of La Roja, Luis de la Fuente, has openly admitted that the Real Madrid star is not far from a call-up to the national team before praising his quality. Brahim Diaz has all the options to be in the national team. He is a very good player and I know him well. He is highly regarded in his club. For me, I hope he and the other players continue to play at this level because it is good for them, their clubs and the national team, he added. It has been clear from the very beginning that the Spanish midfielder's fight for minutes is not down to his quality but the sheer number of options at Ancelotti's disposal. Despite playing a critical role against Atletico Madrid last weekend, it remains to be seen if Diaz is given a starting role against Girona later today. After all, Jude Bellingham is the bona fide starter in his natural position, while Vinicius Jr., whom he replaced in the last clash, is back fit. If Diaz is to start, his only option will be to replace Rodrigo Goes in the final third. However, that may not sit well from a tactical perspective. So having discussed and concluded with that, we have come to the end of this episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bell so you do not miss on our next update. And we would just like to inform you that we are now officially on Twitter. You can check our Twitter link in this video description box. Follow us on Twitter for the latest Real Madrid update. See you next time and Hala Madrid.